западно. Так, так. Так. Итак, Call of Juarez. Начнем прохождение истории. Ни разу не играл, никогда не дотрагивался, даже не попадал в нее. Так что приятного просмотра вам и мне. Погнали. Канзас, 1910 год.
Don't I know you, sir?
Напомню, не думаю, я не был здесь уже много лет. Сайлас Гриз.
Silas
Сайлас Гриз?
The bounty hunter?
Охотники за головами? Да, был когда.
What are you doing here
Что
in
делаете у
Abilene?
нас в Абелине?
Just passing through.
Просто проезжал мимо. Нужно решить одно небольшое
Well,
дельце.
sir, it would
Ну,
be an
сэр, для меня
honor if you
будет
would allow
честью,
me to
если вы
buy you a
позволите
beer.
купить вам пиво.
Hell, son, it would be my
Черт возьми,
honor to
парень,
drink
для
it.
меня будет честью
Молли.
выпить. Я
Howdy.
Молли, привет, минуту. Громкость. Минуту. Просто ужасно, как громко.
Jack, be
Так, будь
nice.
повежливее.
A few.
Парочку.
What about your shootout with
Насчет
Henry
вашей
Plummer's gang
перестрелки с бандой
in
Генри
Bannock,
Палмера
Montana?
в Бенеке.
Is that where
Как
you started
Монтана.
as a bounty
Это
hunter?
после нее вы стали,
That's what it says in this
как
here dime
сказано в этой
novel.
книжке.
Don't believe
Не верь
everything you
всему,
read in
что
them
написано в
dime
грушевых
novels.
романах, парень.
First man I
Впервые
hunted
я
was
взялся
back when I
выследить
was
человека,
riding with
еще когда
Billy the
работал с
Kid.
Билли
You
Кидом.
knew Billy
Вы
the
знали
Kid?
Билли Кида?
Damn right.
Да, черт подери.
That
Этот
scrawny son of a
костлявый
bitch
сукин
had
сын
no
черта не
fear.
боялся и отступал
Wouldn't back
ни
down
перед
for
кем.
nobody.
I heard he
Я
collected
слышал,
the
он
10
собирал
stars
значки
off
всех
any
паршивых
crooked lawman
законников,
who
которые
crossed.
вставали у него на пути.
It was a war, boy.
Была настоящая война,
We could
парень.
count on
Война
war.
в графстве
And Billy
Линкольн. И
promised
Билли
his
поклялся, что
regulators would take
регуляторы
the
отнимут
life of
жизнь у
every
каждого
bastard
сукина
who helped
сына,
bushwhack
который
John
поможет
Tunstall.
Джону Тенстеллу.
Kid had a big chip
Кид
on
был
his
очень
shoulder and a
раздражительным и
hair-trigger
вспыльчивым, и
temper.
это делало его
Made him
дьявольски
dangerous as
опасным.
hell.
Сайлас Гриз прибыл в Абелин в 1970 году и утверждал, что в молодости работал с Билли Кидом. Начало такое прям предыстория. Вы можете включить постановку продвижения в меню опции. Надо. Этих назойливых метателей динамита можно подорвать, если попасть в их пояс со взрывчаткой. Все понятно. Enter. Enter. Нажмите Enter. Контрольная
It was
точка.
about 30
Это
years
произошло
ago.
около 30 лет назад.
Billy was hiding
Билли
out in an
укрылся на
abandoned
заброшенной
farm
ферме
near
возле
Stinking
Стинкин
Spring.
Спрингс.
I threw in with the kid
Я
because
связался с
the
Билли,
man I
потому
had
что среди
sworn
его врагов
vengeance
был
on
один,
was riding
которому
with
я
Billy's enemy.
поклялся отомстить.
But before I
Но
tell
перед
you
тем, как
why
я
I
выложил,
want that
почему
son of
хотел
a bitch
прикончить
dead,
этого ублюдка,
let me tell
дайте
you what
расскажу вам,
happened
что
that day.
произошло в тот день.
I was heading back to
Когда я
the
возвращался в
hideout
наше
when
убежище, у
suddenly
меня возникло это
I had
странное
this funny
ощущение.
Funny, haha.
Виски в голову дал?
No, Steve.
Нет, по-другому,
Other kind of
странное.
funny.
А, все, да? А, да, все, я возвращаюсь. Так, быстро. Возвращаюсь. Навыки. Навыки. Истина. Нет. Справка и параметры тупой. Управление. Значение чувствительности мыши. Мимо. Мыши во время дуэли. Готов. Так. Плавность курсора. Все принять. Игра может. Так. Сложность обычно обучающий постоянно указывает. очков, череп целое, обзор ударного оружия, пускай. Отображение, да, все включено. По-русски. Громкость. Ага. Продолжим. О! Божеский. Более-менее. На ферму это вообще не похоже. Он бридж. Бурбон и виски. Раз. Не, ну неплохо. Нажмите щ, чтобы открыть. И что такое щ? Кто помечает задание. Бежишь. О. Так. Бегаю. О. А, типа показывает, куда идти, да?
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two
Я знал, что эти
morons
два
would never
болвана ни
let
за
me
что меня не
through.
пропустят. У меня не
I had
было
no
выбора.
choice.
Серьезно. Так сразу?
Is he with us?
Вы зарабатываете опыт, убивая врагов. Опыт необходим для перехода на новый уровень и получения дополнительных способностей. Пробел, все есть. А, все, вот я бегаю.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah.
Спасибо.
I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
Да. Спасите Билли.
Garrett
Билли
and
и
his
его
army
команду.
of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out.
Так, ваши
So
диктаторы
that's just what I did.
приезжают с преступных врагов. Бамс! Бамс! Ой, красиво, да.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's
Нормально так.
apprehension, Garrett was
Нормально.
able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
А, все. Вот, нахрен. Ну, я не самая быстрая рука на Диком Западе. Да? Так, ну и я еще не зарядил. Ага, следую. Вернулся. Ухо. Горло.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Уточку, за что? За что уточку? Давай, вылази, давай. Минус один, минус второй. А что ты за косой-то такой? Есть один, есть второй и... А, ты вылез меня? Я косая рука на Диком Западе.
Still, one of them reached the water
Все за один
tower.
не добрался до водопорного. Вы можете вернуться от пули.
Not a bad idea.
Полностью
It would be a
так,
turkey shoot
нажми,
from up
уворачивайся
there.
от пули, используя... Ага, все. Вот это я... Нажмите U, чтобы открыть меню навыков. Нажал. Теперь вы сделаете одно очко, перейдите в приобретение левый навык. Левый. Стрельба из двух штук. Окей, хочу.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
А ты как просто так прошел сюда? Как уворачиваться? Ну. Короче, мне кажется, качан тут прописывают неплохо. Так, где? И нажми О, чтобы открыть задание.
I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from back door. We'll cover you.
А, все.
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Так зло, да? Что говорит план? Новый план. Видим.
Cut their numbers in half. But that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
А вот он. Здорово из меня, шериф.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought
Так,
my way around
идите
the back of the
внутрь. Это
house.
оказалось нелегко, но я смог. Да. А, соберем патрончики, давай. Патрончики. Я это. Самая косая рука на Диком Западе.
And like that, I was inside. None the worse for wear.
А, это стой.
I passed Dirty Dave,
Я прошел грязного Дэйва.
and upstairs I found
Наконец
Billy
наверху
and
нашел
Charlie
Билли и
Bolton.
Чарли Боули.
How about that? Huh? You like that?
Так, зайдите вовнутрь. Метко стрелок, 21 убийства, 21 чертовски.
Billy looked at me and
Билли
said,
взглянул на меня и
"About
сказал:
time,
как раз
amigo.
вон,
Grab
Амиго,
a gun
как
and
раз
get to
ствол
the
к окну.
window."
Wait, so you were friends with
Подождите,
Billy the
так вы с Билли
Kid?
Кидом были друзья?
Yeah,
Ну,
sort
вроде
of.
того.
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Я надеюсь, не заложник убил.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Давай.
I think they got one.
Пошел вон.
That's when Charlie got
И в
hit.
этот момент Чарли...
They're catching us in a crossfire,
Они нас
shouted
накрывают
Billy.
перекрестным углом.
Get
Бегом
to
на
the
другую
other side.
сторону. Да что за... А, надо было увернуться, наверное. А, вот. Ну, убей-ка его. А где ты там? Так, есть. Цель? Отписался. Давай, я...
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted.
Постоянно
Get the
сидеть.
horses and bring them around back. I'll draw their attention.
А у нас там задание приведите лошадей с конюшни.
They directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
Совсем не знаю.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young
Пользуйтесь
men have.
водителя
Like Jack.
оружие.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with him.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
Так себе ты, короче,
You were heading
щитоносец.
for the barn. Gonna gut you like a fish.
Making my way past a massal of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Один
Yeah,
лучше.
and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Меня. Лошадь. Метеор. Стрелок. Рейнджер. Давайте вперед прокачаем. Представить через мушку замедляет время смерти. Готовки. Это время замедляется. Куда нам идти? Ой, блядь, нахрена едет назад? Что я увидел?
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I
И
met
тут шериф
Sheriff
встретил
Pat
шерифа
Garrett.
I read
Пэта
that you
Гарри.
went toe to
Я
toe with
читал,
him,
что
sir.
сразились с ним
That
один на один, с
backstabbing
этим подлым
bastard with
ублюдком,
that tacked on
нацелив тебе
tin star.
звездочку, шериф. Самая быстрая рука на диком западе. Гордый, хорош собой и неуклюжий.
You challenged him to a
Вы
showdown.
вызвали его на дуэль.
You read that in a
Прочитал это в
dime
своем
novel?
трешовом романе.
It said he showed
Там
no
сказано,
fear
что в
as he
глазах
took
его
your
не
measure
было ни
with
капли
eyes like
страха,
a
когда он
rattlesnake.
смирил вас своим взглядом. Что нужно делать? Следите. Нажми куда ты должен. Бежать надо. Когда? Когда? Я готов. Так, когда ваш противник потянется за револьвером, нажмите, чтобы свою цель с помощью. Чем стреляйте, используйте. Я почти. Ой, я второй раз выстрелил в
And
землю.
that you killed him
И
in a
что вы
fair
убили его
fight.
в честном...
Is that what
Как
that penny
написано в этой
dreadful
безбожной
said?
книжке?
No,
Не,
boy.
парень,
That
я
ain't what I
имел в
meant
виду,
when
когда
I
сказал,
said
что
I
встретил
met
Пэта
Pat
Гаррита.
Garrett. So let me start
Так что
again.
давай я начну сначала.
I finally reached those damn
Наконец
stables.
я подобрался к этой чертовой конюшне. Короче, я сначала в землю выстрелил, а в того типа выстрелил.
Stepped inside,
Поступил порог и...
and
Ах!
last thing I
Последнее,
heard
что я
was
слышал,
Garrett's
был голос
voice.
Гаррита. Это не
That's not
Билли.
Billy.
And go on. How
Продолжается.
did it
Как
end?
все закончилось?
Boy,
Закончилось?
that was
Парень,
just
это
the
было
beginning.
только начало. Если убито. Нормально. Нормально. Если убито. Нормально.
So what happened? Did
Так
Garrett
что
arrest you?
произошло? Гарри
Yeah.
арестовал вас?
After
Да,
I
как
came
только я
to,
пришелся.
Bastard
Ублюдок
had clocked
вырубил
me with
меня,
his
заехал
Colt.
мне по башке своим кольтом. Билли Кит. Эпизод 1.
And the kid
Билли
surrendered?
Кит сдался?
When he realized there
Когда
was no
понял, что
getting
у
out
него
of
не
there
осталось
alive.
шансов уйти
So
живым,
they locked you up in
так вас
Lincoln?
упрятали в Линкольне.
Indeed they did.
Совершенно верно.
Sentenced me to hang
Приговорили
right
к
along with
весице
the
на
kid.
пару месяцев скидок. Если вы хотите, чтобы комбат длилось дольше, войдите в операцию перед оружием.
It's important to
Важно
know that I
понять,
was
что я
only
связался с
riding
Билли
with
только для
Billy
того,
so I
чтобы
could
найти
find the
того
bastard
ублюдка,
I
за
was
которым
after.
гонялся. Через 4 месяца после ареста
He was with John
он
Kinney's
был в банде
gang.
Джона Кинни, и они
They
были
were sworn
заклятыми
enemies of
врагами
Billy's
регуляторов
regulator.
Кида.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a
Я
bitch a
задолжал
bullet
этому
for what he had
сыну
done to
пули
me
за
and
то, что он
mine.
сделал мне и моим близким.
Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death
Естественно, меня
sentence.
ждало свидание с палачом.
Luckily, it was right around then that I heard
Если
Billy
Билли
make his
делался
move.
вот раньше, чем ты это был.
He shot Jim Bell and
Во
a
время
few other
побега он
guards as
застрелил
he
Тима
made his
Белла и
getaway.
парочку других охранников.
Later, they wrote that some
Позже
lady's
писали,
friend
что
planted
некая
a
леди
pistol for
спрятала
him
для
in the
него
privy.
пистолет в уборной.
What the papers didn't say
Но об этом
is
газеты не
that Billy
сказали.
helped me escape
Билли
too.
помог сбежать и мне.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Окей.
Luckily, I
Мне
located
повезло, я
Deputy
нашел
Bob
пистолетный
Ollinger's
дробовик
mean-ass
этого
shot.
поганца Боба Оллинджера. Уитни дизайна калибр, громкая как динамит, может разорвать человека пополам. Ништяк.
I saw Billy through the
Видел
window,
меня Билли, он
and he
крикнул, чтобы
yelled
я
that I
уходил
should
по
take to the
крышам. Так
rooftops
я и
to make
сделал.
my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Ой, блин. Я чуть не увидел его.
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. I had to aim the damn.
Что такое?
The kid's
Забываем
escape
перезаряжать.
raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him. Can't let the kid get away.
Ой, бляха. Я почему думал мне туда. Удивительно. А мне, наверное, туда. Куда? А, нет, туда, я просто не допрыгнулся.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley
Прыгал
cat.
с
I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Нет, не сюда. Какой-то он слабенький, что-то легко. И здесь. А, лестница. Ключ.
Garrett's gonna kick our ass!
So that bastard you were
А этот
after.
Бен любил,
What did he do?
охотились. Что он
He did
сделал?
me and my family a grievous
тяжкую
harm.
рану мне и
But I
моей
knew if I
семье.
was ever
Я
going to
знал,
find him, I would need to get my
Я
ever-loving
найду
ass out of there.
должен унести отсюда. Уберитесь через город.
I tried to be and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
You! But hell, if they
Okay.
weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
Как ты?
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Okay, I'm okay.
Я откуда взялся? Так? О! Так. У меня есть мой ствол. Где?
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Есть.
I'm here.
Это. А. Ты снизу. Скажи, что ты снизу.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Говорит, столько прикончил людей. Лестница. Куда? А он не прыгает. Лестница. Окей. Бляха-муха.
Well, where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free. So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun.
Убийство в чем? Я их все убил. Так, и что же? Стрелок. Меткий стрелок на больших. У нас тут не подсказка, самородки. Не упускайте ни одного нельзя, были звук. Нет. Интересно, возможность носить больше патрон для винтовки. Интересно. Более долгий комбо. Метки. Возможность носить больше патрон для револьвера, носить еще больше патрон для выстрела. Отместим нашу. Что, серьезно? Тактист. Ну, берись. Эй, бань. А, вон он. Ой. А, вон он, что видно. Так. В голову жгут. Нормально.
Finally, I found what I was looking for.
Нашел
The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. Dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob. I said, I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Слушай, инициацию можете выходить уже первым, этот будет. Этот помечен. Здесь нет.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico.
В Мексику. Бил там до тех пор, пока не понял, что меня никто не ищет.
I ended up taking
В
a
конце
job at the
концов, я начал
Rurales.
работать
The
с
Mexican Rurales?
мексиканскими руралисами.
I was hired to help
Меня
them
наняли
track down
помочь
the
их преследовать
cowboys.
ковбоев. Эпизод 2. Вот.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clem himself.
Во главе.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take him on Brazil.
Not really.
Вовсе нет.
But truth be
По правде, у
told,
меня были
I had my
свои
own
причины
reasons for
отправиться
going
за
after
этими
those
парнями.
boys.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for Old Man Clown. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
Я чё, тебя не убил? Я ж убил тебя. Вы погибли. Оу.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
Ах ты.
Moments later, the attackers were dead,
Вот посрать.
and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None.
Ни одного. Я
It
задумал.
was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them?
Всех есть?
Or did I just hit the rear? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
Давай.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches?
Apache?
What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
А, все, понял. Да, я снажал. Быстрее давай.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder in regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks.
Тебя я убил.
I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge.
Убил же.
To get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to find my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Where's he going?
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die.
Dead man!
бочка с патронами. Где патроны? Заходи по одному. Да, тут интересно, там типа ты стреляй, а потом ты без патрона остаешься. Иди. Один патрон. А, все, я типа
I
был.
just kept running like there was no
Я
tomorrow.
просто бежал как последний раз. Хочу
Because there
сказать,
wouldn't be.
бегите,
Clanton
нельзя.
and his men
И
caused
кстати, это большим таким на
As I was
экране.
scurrying around
Беги!
those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like mana from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Matt Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that
я
ammo.
нашел еще связку динамита.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time. All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them. That's right, Jack. I was done running. The old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Разбродный, вздорный, чертовски подлый, старик Клентон.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Беги.
Most everyone thought it was the Juarez who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
That asshole. You weren't stupid, zombie.
Где ты там? А, вот я тронулся. Еще полоска жизни. Да, я вижу, там человек мерцает. Нет. Да. Ой.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of them, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Ну, продолжим. На самом деле, Силас преследовал ковбоев не ради денег, а чтобы отомстить одному из своих главных врагов, Джонни Ринго. Перестрелка у лесопилки. Буч. А, все. Вот сверху где-то еще. Они почему в углу где-нибудь там написали мелко. Так, где я?
A few weeks after that dust up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
Да. Ага.
I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the cowboy's new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Ага, перевелась.
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Я попал же. Что за двойной выстрел? Это ты тут, я видел тебя.
So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Следующий. А что за...
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Самое интересное, они... Давай, давай. Резко, блядь, попал в те 3 раза. Где ты там? Я видел тебя. Патрончики. Оп. Спасибо. Ага.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Это подсказка? Вот так.
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
Да что такое? Попал.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
А, там за пистом, да? Да попадился.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Я же говорю, я
Well, maybe so.
самая
But
косая
Ringo had nothing to do with it.
рука.
He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Потому что, возможно.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Glenn?
After old man Clinton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
И... Курчавого.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Только когда время замедлил, я не могу, когда... Да ты чё?
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Возьмите на ударных расстояниях. Играть или играть с ним? О! И последний. И немного сил. Кончили. Естественно. Да, иди. Истечет. Вел, не стечет. Один.
earn the kill.
Keep shooting. I don't mind. There he is.
Воу-воу-воу.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill.
Ага.
Quite an
Реально.
impressive operation.
Главное вовремя подсказать. Типа стрельни сюда, когда ты уже всех перебил. Чтобы стрелять, нажмите кнопку стрелять, да, назад? Да? Так, куда?
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
А, вот водопад. Нет, как там есть, конечно, прикольно какой-то. Водопад. Так.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Хлопнет. Зарядит. И хлопнет. Хлопнет. Победите
Are you
Курчавого
saying
Билла.
they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
Да я выстрелил в
No,
голову.
sir. I never said they
А,
were
это
running
Курчавый
scared.
Билл есть.
They just wanted me out in the open.
Ты Курчавый Билл.
Time to dance with the devil. You working for Wyatt Earp? Did that sumbitch Earp send you to kill me? Kill you like I killed Morgan Earp.
Ты же не Курчавый Билл.
Why is he still standing? Did that sumbitch
Ты
Earp
Курчавый
send
Билл.
you to kill me?
Это я запаниковал. Так, туда. Да иди их не.
Be right here. Hide in like a scared little puppy. Hope you made your peace, brother. Wyatt Earp.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew
Я
you
знал,
didn't
что
kill
вы не убивали
Ringo,
Джонни
because he
Ринга,
was
потому что его
found dead
нашли
in a
мертвым в
different
другом
location
месте.
altogether.
To this day, his
Убийца
killer
до
is
сих
still
пор
unknown.
неизвестен.
Indeed.
Да, это
Took
так.
me a few
Мне
months
понадобилось
before I
несколько
finally
лет
tracked his
найти
ass to West
увидеть
Turkey
его
Creek
задницу в
Canyon.
каньоне Турки. Ринго. Следующий. Встанет уже и схватит пулю Джонни Ринга. Каньон.
It's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Да хватит уходить.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the
Но
legend
легенды
ain't
не всегда
always true.
правдивы.
Doc Holliday
Как
had
Холидей не
nothing
имел
to do
никакого
with the death
отношения
of
к
Johnny
смерти
Ringo.
Джонни Ринга. Ну типа, награда в голову. Ага, в голову. Любимое оружие, винтовка врагового вида. Там-там-там. Минуту прервемся и тыкнемся. Ладно.
I was paid a healthy bounty for
Спасибо за
Ringo and Curly
награду за
Bill,
Ринго и
and
Корчевого
realized
Билли.
it was
Понял,
real
что на
money to
этом
be
можно
made.
делать хорошие деньги.
That's why I went
Поэтому
after Henry
отправился в
Plummer.
изгнание Пламера. Эпизод 3.
Wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Да, он сам.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang
Был
of
главарем
thieving
этой банды
outlaws
грабителей
called
под
the
названием
Innocents.
Невинные.
So it's true that you went
Это
toe to
правда,
toe
что
with
вы
him?
дрались с ним один на
Indeed
один?
I did,
Ну
son.
так, сынок,
Indeed I
действительно
did.
дрался. А, я забываю, блядь.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn...
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, and Samuel Colt made them equal.
Вот. Ах ты. Рельсы ведут в шахту. Обычно так. Пойдем дальше.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Explosive.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Dangerous, desperate individuals. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish, seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere. One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone. Did I have any second thoughts about what I was doing? I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Now you're really pissing me off!
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Hey, I'll flank him! Time to blow your shit up!
Здесь.
You can run, but you can't hide! You must be about out of bullets! do not deserve to die like this.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked.
Это надо было.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, the body has to know what he's shooting at.
Да. Ну, в смысле, что? На пороховой бочке сидит.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dead blasted tube.
Тогда
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried
хоть
it.
бы как-то там подсказка была бы.
Instead, I spotted a ladder
Серьезно.
way into the mine from the opposite side. It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
Не, ну ты же не говоришь.
I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob.
Ты издеваешься? Попал. Полностью.
And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Короче, лестница или... Лестница. Лифт.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
What are you looking
А дальше?
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved that.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Бандит отступил. Генри Пламер. Генри Пламер.
Catch this, you son of a bitch! Is just getting worse and worse for you.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out! Yeah, you know you can't beat me. They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! Shoot through!
Ох ты, нифига себе.
Shoot! What can you aim? No money for you today! Nice shot! Bet you can't do it again! They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! Stop, you morons! You ain't taking me! Oh! You are really chapping my ass!
So that's how Henry
Вот
Plummer
так
died.
умер Генри Пламер.
Him and his crew were
Его
worth
команда
their weight
выиграла
in
все
gold.
золото.
And now,
Теперь
I was
официально
officially a
стал
bounty
охотником
hunter.
за головами. Ладно, на этом мы остановимся. Продолжим в следующей серии, в следующей части. Завтра, послезавтра продолжим прохождение. Всем спасибо, что были со мной. Всем спасибо, всем пока.